My time in the military, it was a lot of ups and downs. It made me a man, made me the man I am today. I don't want to say it takes away your innocence, but a lot of times you think that you're ready for some things that you're not really ready for. I met a lot of good people, and I've also been in a lot of bad situations as well. I learned a lot. I sacrificed a lot.
I think if there hadn't been Volunteers of America, there would be no me. I was first diagnosed with clinical depression after going through a divorce. After that had gone on for a long time, for going into years, then it got to the point where it was getting dangerous.
You know, our vets do come here, and some of them are upset, they're angry, they felt that they've served their country and they feel like now they've been abandoned. They're trying themselves to find out what happened often. And you know, they'll say, I don't know what happened. I was doing okay, and then A, B, and C happened, and I just couldn't get back on track.
I felt ashamed, to be in that position where I really don't have anywhere to go and I've exhausted all my resources. But it was the smartest thing I ever did. Nothing good that's happened to me in the past 8 months would have happened to me if I didn't just swallow my pride and go to the Volunteers of America.
That's one of the hardest things to swallow, is the pride, and accept the fact that now you need a hand up. Not a handout. And it's very difficult for some of them to accept that. They are sometimes really resistant to accepting our help. They're even afraid to ask for it.
There's no one reason for why every man is here. Every man is here for a different reason, but for one purpose. For one purpose. And that's to grow.
Sometimes, some days are good and some days are bad. The thing is to remain positive. You can fall into depression. You can have some of the worst thoughts that you never really thought were possible to have. I never had thoughts of suicide until my time in the military. Which is funny because I know people that say stuff like, I love myself too much, I could never do that. And I used to be one of those people until I actually started having those thoughts. But I don't have those thoughts anymore.
My children and we ended up in a homeless shelter, and because my partner of 7 years, he died. He ended up just getting really sick, and he left us in a motel room. We had nowhere else to go. It was our last string, so we went to a homeless shelter, ended up getting partnered. I don't look at it as a sponsor because they're my partners. They help me do this stuff. They've seen things that they shouldn't have seen, but now they're more happier, and they don't have that stuff they have to see anymore. They're in a safe place.
They really helped us out. Before we were here, we were in a shelter, and they really helped us out for like what we were doing. And they helped my mom out. So. And when we had no home, they helped us get one. And life has been better.
I don't know. I think I would have gave up. I think my kids would probably went with their foster parents, and I would have gave up. They give me the strength to go on.
My little brother, I don't have any kids myself, but that's like my son, honestly. He was actually born before my last deployment to Iraq. So I kept a picture of him with me always. He's always with me. For me, you know, I want to be honorable for him, so he'll have something to look up to in a good way.
You're dealing with these people every day, and you know, and their intentions are really about you, to see you succeed. You know, they think about you. I remember talking to somebody, the therapist there, and she told me she thinks about us and she worries about us when we're not there. You know, when she's at home, you know, you would think everybody else just knows she's actually really concerned about us. And that struck me as like, wow, you know, like this person cares so much about us, you know, we could at least care about ourselves. And, you know, the Volunteers of America really showed me some things, you know, about looking into myself and fixing myself and my problems.
With hope, you know things can get better.
I would say that hope is triumph. It's stepping over defeat and making your way to success.
I'm not sure where I'd be if it wasn't for them.
Trust me, I lost hope, you know, and the Volunteers of America is what gave me the hope I needed to succeed, you know. Volunteers of America is hope.